easy.
That's the way it has to be.
Right then, chats. Hello, hello. Good evening. Welcome to the stream. Hope we're doing well today. Welcome. Sorry about the slightly long startup time there. Just had to finish up with a few little teething issues. I've been, as ever, tweaking with my setup and changing things around in the time that I've not been streaming. So welcome, guys. Hope we're all doing well. Who have we got in the chat? We've got Alfie. Welcome indeed. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully you can fly along indeed. Arctic Turn, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Matrasso, welcome indeed. Welcome, welcome. Sasha is on the left-hand side. Very good. I don't see you just yet, but maybe you've not logged in on VATSIM just yet. The commentator, welcome indeed. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. I'm doing very well. Yeah, fine. Thank you, Sasha. How are you doing? El Pepino's here. Welcome from France. Hope you're doing well. Cheese and wine. Very good. Very, very good. I really wish I had some cheese and wine right now. I'm not going to lie. That'd be, yeah, that just sounds very appetizing to me. So Sasha's British Airways 632. Very good. Okay, cool. Well, hopefully I'll see you pop up momentarily. Carl, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Welcome indeed. Welcome, welcome. Alfie, welcome. Yep, Sasha, I saw your message regarding the joining along on VATSIM. Very good. Look forward to it. Alfie can join the same route. Yeah, no worries at all, dude. No worries at all. Marino, welcome to the chat, dude. Hope you're doing well. Hola to you too. Buenas noches. ¿Cómo estás? I'm not gonna lie. Is that how are you? Is that how are you? I'm doing very well. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for asking. How are you doing, Mariner? That's if that's what that means. No wine. I need to fly. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm impartial to a beer or two while I'm flying, but you know. Madrid is Madeira Airport. No, it's sorry. Madrid is Madrid. No, it's not. It's Madeira. Sorry, Madrid. MAD. MAD. Why? What have I put in the description? Have I put something incorrect? Let's see. Oh yes, I did. I put MAD. Not. That's supposed to be Lisbon, guys. Yeah, so with I've just bit on my lip. Yeah, so today we're flying from Lisbon. We're not flying from Lisbon. We're flying to Lisbon from Madeira. So this is the return leg of. You'll remember the very first flight we did in the A310. Very challenging approach here into Madeira, where we had one go round, and it was a bit spicy. It was a bit difficult. I did struggle a little bit. I can't lie. So that was the first flight we did with the A310, and now we're doing the same flight effectively, but in reverse. It's the return leg. It's based on a real-world flight, and like I said in the previous stream, this is a historic route that Air Portugal did used to fly in their A310s, which is quite incredible, really. It did surprise me that they flew into Madeira with their A310s, especially many years ago. Now, obviously, Madeira did used to have a much shorter runway than it did now, but I'm not sure if that was before or after the A310s were around. Mariner's been learning Spanish. Very good. Well, it's sounding great, mate. Sounding great. Lovely stuff. Are you off to Spain anytime soon? Is that why you were learning, or just for fun? Right, chats. Okay, so I said that I didn't see people on VATSIM, but that's because I'm not connected myself. Maybe that's why. So apologies. Right then, chats. So yeah, let's first have a look here. So we're at Madeira, as you can see here, looking very beautiful. Ooh, what's that? Teething issues. What we got? We've got an invisible plane here. That's no good, is it? Oh, it just appeared. Boeing 767, apparently. Very good. Okie dokes. Yeah, so we're here at Madeira, and before we do anything as we normally do, let's go ahead and look at the OFP. Let me just turn down the volume a little bit, though. It's very loud. There we go. Lovely. Right. Okie dokes, chats. Okay, so let's do a quick run through of the OFP. Departure time I set for 7 o'clock, but we'll probably easily make that at this stage. Not sure why I gave myself so much time there. Mark Burgess, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Yeah, I agree, Mariner. To be honest, if I was going to learn any European language, it probably would be Spanish, to be honest. Matt Resto knows some Spanish as well. Very good. Very, very good. All right, MPS Gaming, good evening. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. New update, I got 10 FPS better performance with the A310. Yeah, I think they did say that they were actually working on the performance of it in the update, so that's pretty nice. I've not flown it yet since the update happened, so today is my first try really. So we'll see how it goes. Anyways, first of all, let's have a quick run through of the OFP as we normally do. Right, so today we're going to be Air Portugal 1684. It's the 30th of November. We're going from Madeira to Lisbon, Humberto Delgado in an A310. Registration Charlie Sierra Tango Echo India. And call sign is going to be Air Portugal 1684. We're aiming to get off blocks at 1900 Zulu, but we'll probably be a bit early at this rate. And the expected on blocks time is going to be 20:35. So, looking to cover around about 548 miles over the ground with a slight headwind of 80 knots. Expected takeoff weight is 117 tons. And we're going to be cruising at flight level 380 today. Alternate is Lesel. Not sure which airport that is, but we will come to that. SVQ. Not sure still. So, block fuel we're going to want is 11.7 tons. And coming a bit further down, the routing we're expecting is runway 05 here at Madeira on the Dagon 1 Echo departure. And then arriving into Lisbon on runway 02 on the Unpot 9 Alpha arrival. We've got 176 passengers and 4.9 tons of cargo. Going further down, let's just skip through all that and look at the weather. No airmets, sigmets, and tropical cyclone sigmets, etc. in place, so that's quite nice to see. Last few flights we've done, I think, have had some pretty severe weather forecast, so that's good to see. Weather at Madeira currently is wind 220 at 5 knots. This was the Meta made at 17:30 Zulu, so that was actually nearly an hour ago now, so we'll probably want to look at getting a refreshed weather picture before we depart here. I'm just taking the tea bag out of my tea. The wind is varying between 170 and 280 and Cav OK 20 degrees. Wow, okay. It's currently 3 degrees in the UK. Meta hasn't updated. Maybe it's on an hourly. Right. And then weather at Lisbon is looking pretty pretty okay. We've got some notations here that I'm not too familiar with. 454500N. Not quite sure what that is, but we'll look that up. We've got 14 degrees temperature and 14 degrees dew point, so we could have some potential for mist on the arrival. And that might be what the RE is. RE mist and RA rain, potentially. So let's just have a look at the decoder here. Weather. Right, yeah, so... Oh, this is a new meta now, so it's so it's different. Okay, never mind. Anyways, the up-to-date METAR is wind 010 at 5 knots, so pretty decent weather, although potential for some quite low visibility, 6,000 meters and 100 feet, few clouds. As I said, 13 degrees dew point and temperature, so again, we could have some potential for some mist. It is actually in the forecast as well here. You can see BR is there. However, that is for tomorrow. This evening, between 1800 and 2100, it is actually forecast rain, drizzle, and mist, and 1500 meters visibility. So, yeah, might have quite a might have to use some low minimums for this approach. Alternate is in fact Seville, and the weather is looking pretty fine there. To be honest with you, no major issues. Right, cool. So let's have a quick look then at the charts and maps here. This is our routing straight to the northeast over the water here. I don't actually know off the top of my head what this is called. This this piece of water right here, East Atlantic. I'm sure it's got a different name to that, but maybe not. We've got some isolated embedded CBs between below flight levels 100 and up to flight levels 340, hanging over the airport here, just in this area. And then we've got some potential for moderate to icing. To the east, although that probably should not affect us in this instance. Right. Okie dokes. So some CBs to watch out for, but nothing really too crazy. And yeah, so there we go. I've got wind more or less coming in from the north. Okay, cool. So we'll do a briefing of the charts later on, but for now, let's jump over and start getting things plugged in. As you can see, absolutely beautiful weather here at the moment in Madeira. We are actually we're on live weather, but not live time, so hence the sunrise going on. I didn't want to really fly at night time again, as it will be at the moment. It's Madeira. This is the AmSim scenery. You guys have seen it before on the channel. It is quite nice. No new updates really to share on this one. But what I did do is something that this scenery was criticized for was the fact that all the ground at the back here was very flat, and the real world airport actually has this slope, this what in the world just would what what in the world just did we just witness? What anyways, so the real airport has this slope up here of dirt. So I actually found on flightsim.to there's a fix for this, which yeah, I mean, it does look all right. It kind of looks a little bit funky, but I mean, it is a free fix, so I'm not going to complain too much. I mean, the real airport, it does look remarkably like that, to be fair. It does look pretty gross. It's just a big, like, mound of dirt, basically. So yeah, that's that. And then yeah, we've got the AmSim scenery here, which is very nice, I do have to say. And then we've got Sasha over here as well in the corner in the British Airways A320. Very good. Okie dokies. So let's see. Ground crew have already been here. We've connected the GPU and put the stairs in place. Doors are not open. Does it not open automatically with GSX with the A310? Perhaps it doesn't. Oh, well. Right. Let's jump inside then. And I'm getting my keybinds mixed up here. There we go. Lovely stuff. Right. So we've already had the El Capitan in here. Why is it so quiet? There we go. That should be a bit louder now for you guys. Yeah, so we've already had El Capitan, who's going to be the pilot monitoring for today. He's already been in and, you know, just done a few little bits here. Getting the aircraft set up from its cold and dark state. So we're already sort of part way there. Right, so I suppose we best open the doors then so that we can actually get in rather than just you know, reaching through the windows like we are now. So door 1L and door 3L is what we want. Okie dokie. That's looking a bit better, isn't it? Look at that beautiful light there coming in. It's going through the it's going through this sign here, isn't it? And just casting on the tail. Coming through this sign here. Lovely. Right. Okie dokes. So then, let's get cracking with things then. So, just quickly just clicking through things here, because I know they did update some stuff with regards to the EFB. Most notably, they actually made it so you can actually just click on here now and put in numbers, which is just absolutely fantastic. Did they change any of the options in here? No, it's all kept my settings, so that's nice. One thing I should really check though is that the throttles are working properly. Yeah. We're good to go, chat. Right, lovely stuff. So, we'll just do a quick look overhead and just make sure the captain's got everything correctly. We'll get the pitch trim on now that the IRS is aligned. Seatbelt signs are off. Yes, we've not been refueled yet. So we've got no white lights. Everything looks good there. IRS is all aligned, and I assume the El Capitan has done all of the tests necessary for today. So that's all looking good. All the conditioning is in automatic. Right. Yeah. Nice job, El Capitan. So we'll carry on then with our setup. And for now, we'll just go ahead and set up the EFIS. So we've got airports on that side, constraints on my side, and that should just about do it then. Coming down here, everything looks fine there. The current elevation here at Maderia is 191 feet, so I'll set this down to 200 in case of a return to field. They've still not added any 10s there, but again, I don't know if that's a real thing or not. Coming further down, we'll come to the MCD momentarily, and everything looks good here, and everything looks good here. Transponder 2000. Right. We'll get some lighting up here as well, some of the integral lights. Not sure how the captain did that with, because it was dark when he was setting up this aircraft. He must have had some serious vision going on. Maybe he had his torch. Maybe that was it. James Connolly, thank you very much for the sub. Much appreciated. Welcome to the channel. Right. Okay, dokes. So then, let's carry on. Okay, dokes. So we'll just first grab. I think you can grab a METAR through here now, can't you? So let's just update the METAR. This is 1800 Zulu LPMA. That must be the most recent one. So QNH is 1019. So we'll just make sure that is set here. That is the wrong. Well, we can set that anyway. We'll set it to about there. That's field elevation. 1019. That's good. Set there and set there. Lovely stuff. Right. Okay. So let's go ahead and call the refueler first of all. We can call the catering as well whilst we're at it. Hello? Oh, also guys, I bought FSRealistic finally. Finally bought it. So I thought, seeing as though it was on Black Friday sale, might as well just grab it. What's happened to GSX? It's just gone kaput. Sounds like it's boarding. It's playing the boarding sounds. Very strange. Alright, well, we'll just restart it then because it's being funny. Okay. Right, so let's get the stairs back. We'll get the GPU back, and we'll request refueling, and we'll also request the catering service as well. Right, fantastic. So then, let's crack on. So we'll sim brief request our flight plan. Company uplink route done. Lovely stuff. That's the only thing we can do on ACARS, isn't it? Still, yeah. So we've got LPMA to LPPT. Alternate is Lima Echo Zulu Lima, which is Seville. Cost index will set to 40. I think that matches SimBrief more or less. And we're going to be TAP 1684 for today. Temperature at the cruise going to be minus 61 degrees. And the tropopause is at 411. Format error apparently. Minus 61. I don't know. If it won't let me enter it like that, I don't know. I don't know how else it wants it. Maybe if we go minus 61, just put 411. Oops. Oh my god, I've left a slash at the start again. Yeah, I don't know on that one. Cruise wind 347 at 39er. Let's change that one. What if I just change the temperature on its own? So minus 61. Entry out of range. Okay. Bizarre. Maybe it doesn't let me enter a temperature above something like that. Minus 61 is pretty damn cold, isn't it? Right. North Atlantic Ocean. Yes, that's it, Carl, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, brain farts. Mark says, had an email today to say Navigraph prices are going up. Oh, really? I've not had that myself. But I'm sure we'll get it, being a Navigraph customer. And I suppose it doesn't really surprise me, considering the current climate. Oh, I've just actually checked my... I've just actually checked my emails, and yes, I also do have that one. Right. Anyways, chat. Let's see. Glad to hear the performance increase since the latest update. Yeah, it does feel like it is a bit better. Mark says, how long I'll say I don't know. Battling some mental demons at the moment. Concentration span is non-existent. Got no enthusiasm for anything at the moment. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Mark. I hope you do feel better anytime soon. If there's any way, you know, we can help here on the stream, feel free to drop a message or, you know, chat to us like you are doing in the chats. I'm sure the very kind and welcoming chat here will be more than happy to offer their support. But I hope you feel better soon, Mark, and just hang in there, dude. Keep trying to move forwards and keep it positive. About the same as PMDG for performance now. Very good. Glad to hear that. That's really good. Really good. Minus 61 slash will work. I tried that, but it won't work. Troy, welcome to the chat. NVIDIA filter settings, they're on the Discord at the moment. I haven't made a command for them just yet, but I will probably do that for the next stream. Scandinavian, welcome to the chat, dude. I hope you're doing well. Greetings. Welcome, welcome. Today I landed without landing gear on VATSIM. Very good. Very good. That sounds spicy. Right. So I'm just wondering why the messages aren't showing here. Let me just do a test here real quick. Oh, there we go. We're working again. Fantastic. Lovely. How do I get the cost index? SimDof does not show the cost index. It's just a guess, really. It seemed to work out just about right. I mean, the cruise profile that it uses on SimBrief is Mach 0.8, and cost index of, I think it's 40 or 50 will give you a cruise of Mach 0.8. Yeah, Matt Russell, I've definitely done that before. Definitely forgotten to put the gear down. Generic pilots, welcome to the chat. Currently flying from Jask in Iran to Karachi in the DC-3. 10th of a leg journey to London to Jakarta, real world. KLM did in 1938. That's fantastic, dude. Sounds amazing. How is the DC-3? I've not actually given it a go yet, personally. Tower is on. Oh, very good. Thank you very much for that, Sasha. No worries, Galbraith. Like I say, it's not an exact science, but it's just something I read on the iniBuilds forums, I think, if I remember correctly. Right. Okay, then, chat. So, we do have tower on now, so let's grab the ATIS. So we've got ATIS Bravo, 1830 Zulu. Expect RMP approach, runway in use 05, transition level 60, wind 330 at 4 knots, variable. Cav OK, temperature 18, dew point 12, QNH 1019, which is what we've got, information Bravo. Right. Let's get the notepad then. Right, notepad. Air Portugal. 1684. Which stand 9. We're in A310. QNH is 1019. We've got information. Bravo. We're expecting the Dagon 1 Echo. We're expecting the Dagon 1 Echo, which is a initial climb of 60. And we're expecting also runway 05, cruising at flight level 380, and the transition altitude is 5,000 feet. That's all stuff I always write down before I request a clearance, just to have it to hand. Okie dokes. Right, is there a refueler here? I think he probably is by now, isn't he? Yeah, he's probably waiting for me to tell him how much fuel I want. Right, okay, let's just do that and we can get him rolling. So, weight and balance. Fuel we require 11740. Oh, wait, what? That's some... SimBrief done my flight plan in pounds again. I think it has, hasn't it? That does sound remarkably high now, come to think of it. No, it isn't kilograms. Oh, I'm just being dim. It's 11.7. I'm so smart. 11 point. Let's just round it up to 8. And we'll just put the packs to 0 for now. Look at that shadow right there. Oof, baby. Here he is. Loading her up. Oh, the numbers aren't going up though. Why you do this? I have applied that, haven't I? Huh. Bruh. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little bit tired of GSX, I'm not gonna lie, chat, because it's just so inconsistent, man. Catering's already been and gone. Didn't even see him. Right. What if we just put this to 9 and just see if that kicks him into gear? Yeah, okay, that did work. I don't know why it didn't work originally. That is extremely odd. Oh well, that was the shortest refueling trip ever. Right, fine then. Let's speak to tower on 124650. So, 124. And his call sign, as per the charts, is Maderia Tower. Right. And I could probably do with turning this radio on as well, couldn't I? It's just this side that it works on, isn't it? And the A310. Yeah, that still doesn't work, does it? Oh, it does.
Beaver 632. This is Beaver 632.
Oh, it does work. They fixed that one.
Tango, runway.
Oh, no, they haven't fixed it.
506.
Beaver 632, say again.
Pressing RS going to Lisbon, the Beaver 632.
Bravo QNH 1019.
Oh, that's so messed up. I don't know what they've done with that. That is just confusing as hell.
Flight level 60, squawk 3231.
So clear to the
It's like the transmitter controls are on the left-hand side, and in the receive you can change on this side.
Squawk 3231.
That's not right.
And what is the SID again for Beaver 632?
Beaver 632 is the Dagon 1 Echo. Delta Echo Golf.
Okay, so Sasha got Dagon 1 Echo. Quizzy, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you very much. Then the Dagon 1 Echo departure for Beaver 632.
Beaver 632, head back, correct.
Madeira Tower, very good evening. Air Portugal 1684, stand 9, type A310, QNH 1019. Information Bravo on board, request clearance to Lisbon.
Calling Callsign only.
Air Portugal 1684.
FSL 1684, Madeira, boa tarde. Information Bravo, QNH 1019, break clear to Lisboa. Dagon 1 Echo departure, initial climb, flight level 60, squawk 0523.
Clear to Lisbon, Dagon 1 Echo departure, initial climb, flight level 60, squawk 0523, Air Portugal 1684.
FSL 1684, head back, correct.
Lovely. Everything as expected. See, they've still not fixed or changed the sounds on the buttons there, but nevertheless, I will survive. Right, let's finish setting up then. So flight plan departure is going to be runway 05, Degen 1 Echo departure, which we're going to insert, and then we're going to come down, and at Lisbon we're going to stick in, we're expecting ILS 02, and that's going to be on the Unpot 9 Alpha arrival, which is right here. So we'll insert that one as well. Lovely job. Let's just switch this over to plan view and just make sure everything looks very good there. So let's see. Did I set up a camera which is a bit more swung around here? It's not. Right. Okay. So initial right turn out, then a left turn. That looks pretty sensible. I don't know why it's not letting me see the terminal fix. Okay, there we go. Fine, I'm probably zoomed in too far. Right, lovely. Okie dokes. So that's that then. The flight plan is in. Cool. So we'll go secondary, and we'll copy the active and just set up for a new arrival, which we can't. LPMA / LPMA. There we go. Cool. So we'll just set this for a. Oh. Everything stopped responding on the McDo. Is this one still working? No? Oh dear, I think we might have found a bit of a bug there, chat. That's a bit of an issue, isn't it? Oh Christ. Oh, that's a bit gross, isn't it? Alright, looks like we're going to have to... Let's see if we can just... let's just do this. Just see if that fixes anything. No, it does not. Right, let's set it cold and dark. See if that fixes anything. Oh, cold and dark doesn't even work. Something has gone terribly wrong here, chat. It seems to not like the secondary flight plan too much. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right, I suppose then we're going to have to do a bit of a... we're going to have to do one of these, aren't we? Let's just reload the aircraft. And we'll just have to go on GPU. And we'll put it back to how it was before. So we had 11.8 tons of fuel on. Right. Okay, we'll have to align the IRS again. Which is not a huge deal, I suppose. Put the seatbelt signs on because we did get it refueled. Interesting. Not sure what that was about, chat, to be honest with you. That is a bit odd. Seems to have fixed it though, I think. Yeah, fortunately we can get things plugged in relatively quickly. We didn't actually do that much. So let's just go back to square one, I suppose. Cost index of 40, alternate as well. Okay, we'll leave the cruise wind. I'm not going to faff around too much because I don't want to repeat everything for you guys. Degon 1 Echo, runway 05. And then ILS 02. 1.9 Alpha. Right, I guess we give the secondary flight plan a miss this time then, chat, because I don't want to cause that to do what it's just done again. So we'll just make sure the squawk's in 0523. Right, okay. And we had a couple of doors open as well, didn't we? Oh, chocks! There's chocks now. Lovely. Are the chocks actually visible? No, they're not. Interesting that they didn't model a GPU or a or even the chocks for this aircraft. I suppose they had to cut some corners somewhere because it is free. So yeah, modelling is quite a time-intensive part of the thing, isn't it? So, fair enough. Right. We'll come back onto tower 124650. Keep forgetting that button doesn't work. There we go. Right. Have they fixed this one as well so it points in the right direction now? It does. Fantastic. Lovely. Right. Okay then. So we're not going to touch the secondary flight plan. That seemed to mess things up for us. We'll go straight to init B. We've got 11.8 block fuel. Zero fuel weight. We don't actually know yet. We haven't actually been boarded. So let's... come on now. Of course, GSX has messed up on us as well. Absolutely love to see it. Zero fuel weight anyway is going to be 114 tons. And the zero fuel weight CG we'll get from the pad here once we have got that set up. So we'll just go ahead and just quickly GSX it. We'll start the boarding now. We've been refueled and recatered. So we'll start the boarding. And we'll go ahead and just set the weights here while we're at it. So we've got packs. You can't set the zero fuel weight, can you? So you've got to do passengers and the cargo. So we're going to go for 176. And cargo is going to be 4.9. I'm not sure why they don't make this just a default. But there we go. So that's going to give us 25.5 and 1.1 up. So we'll go 25.5 and then we'll set the trim once we're on the way. So fuel predictions, taxi fuel. We're expecting, it says actually 0.2 on SimBrief. We'll put 0.2, it's only a short taxi here. Trip fuel 6 tons, that's slightly higher. Contingency is going to be 1 ton. And then alternate fuel 2.6 is what's required. On the flight plan, it seems to have predicted slightly more there, but we'll put 2.6 in. Excuse me. Final reserve is 1.8. We'll round it up to. Right, interesting. Flying at the optimum flight level though, which is quite nice. Right, so let's go ahead and do our takeoff performance. So runway conditions. Can we just click refresh here? Is that going to work? Or do we have to come in here and just get the meta updated here as well first? The aircraft's bumping around quite a lot here. See that? Interesting. Let's see. Have I got that thing turned off? That dodgy FSRealistic setting. Low altitude turbulence. Yeah, that's turned off. Not sure what's causing that. That's rather strange. Right, anyway. Right, so it looks like it's inserted some information for me. Let's see how accurate it is. No, that's not correct. I'm sure clicking this button is supposed to bring in the meta, right? Got the right details in. It's got the meta here. Interesting. Alright, I guess we just put it in ourselves. Runway length 2781. It's dry. Runway heading is 229. I can see they changed this from what it was before. I wonder if that was confusing a lot of people, myself included. 049 even. Wind is 050 at 9 knots. Temperature is 12. And I'm looking at the Lisbon meta, of course. Did it have it incorrectly? I think it had it incorrectly before, didn't it? Okay, runway length and surface dry. Runway heading is correct. Wind is actually 330 at 4 knots. Temperature 18. And the QNH 1019, that's set. Okay, fine. What is this red one? Okay, that's just an enter button. Right, aircraft configuration is going to be a weight of 110.9 tons. We're going to do flaps 15, 15. Anti-ice is going to be off. Air conditioning is going to be on. Calculate. So flex of 59 degrees, 134, 136, and 150. So flex of 59, which we don't put in here. 136. I've forgotten the numbers already. 134, 136, and 150, which goes on the FCU here. Iris is still not aligned. How long? Have I not pressed the button? I think I've not pressed the button. I think that's my fault because I was rushing to get set up. How long now? 6 minutes. Bruh. Right. Well, passengers are coming in anyway. Love to see it. A private jet next to us.
Yes, how is tap 8 Tango Mike recheck.
Fiscal 88 Tango Mike, Madeira, boa tarde, Radio 5.
What is he supposed to be? Type code is B462. I'm not sure what that is.
This tap
With an
8 Tango Mike requesting IFR. We've got information Bravo. Requesting IFR clearance down to Lisbon.
We've got another TAP here as well, coming to Lisbon with us. Fantastic. Hello, TAP. Right, so let's catch up with the chat anyway whilst we wait for this to carry on. Oh, you're in a BAE. Oh, that's the one. Amazing, dude. Unfortunately, no model matching. Actually, I wonder if I do wonder if we can get that to work real quick. Let's try this. Let's just try this.
3315.
So I'm just going to launch model matching magic.
1019, and initial climb is 60 and Squawk 3315. We've got the Duggan 1 Echo departure.
Fiscal 88 Tango Mike, feedback, go ahead.
Wait, do I actually have the BA146 installed currently? I don't think I do. There it is. What livery are you in? Oh, that's Martin. Fantastic. Amazing. Glad you're joining us. EasyJet Europe. Oh, I don't have that one. Didn't realise EasyJet ever did those aircraft. B462. So you're the 146-200. Let's just try this for science real quick. The science. Very quickly making a VMR. No, it didn't work. Okay, never mind. All right, fair enough. Well, how are the IRSs doing? Let's see. 1 minute to go. Right, and then we can finally put in our V2 speed. Thrust reduction acceleration is NADP2 here at Madeira. So thrust reduction acceleration is 1,200 feet or above, which we've got set. That's fine. And engine out acceleration height we'll put to 1,700. Engine out SID is at 3.5 DME from the Funchal VOR 112.2. Right turn to Fussel and hold. Now, not really any way to put that in here on the as a fix like we'd do in the A320. I don't dare use the secondary flight plan either because of what just happened previous. So we're not going to put in a engine out SID on this occasion. No ILS here, so we'll leave that blank. Right, let's finish what we started then. So, landing elevation we'll set to field elevation. And I think we're just about there. We're just sort of waiting on the IRS situation, which should be happening momentarily. Let's get the APU fired up. So APU master on. And APU starts. Looks like all the passengers are on now. Love to see it. Catering vehicles apparently on the way. Never mind. I'm sure that already happened. Oh, they're actually here. Oh, god damn it. I think it's because I restarted GSX. It's run through the whole process again. Real Tuck is in position as well. Of course it is. Right. Thank you, GSX, for your... Right, passengers are on board now anyway, so I'm just going to restart GSX just to cancel off those guys. Let's see, are the doors still open?
That's 88 Tango Mike. Request push start.
Capital 88 Tango Mike, push and start approved, runway 05.
They're not. Oh, look at all the Air Portugals. Love to see it. Right. Rock Pebbler, good evening. Welcome to the chat. Welcome indeed. Some passengers lazy to board the plane. They should pay a fee for the delay. Oh, yeah, we're actually 10 minutes late at this point, aren't we? I blame the iniBuilds for that, though, because something happened with the MCDU here. Right. Finally, we can get our pitch trim on, and we can go ahead and set our V2 speed here to 150. We'll set our initial climb to 6,000 feet, and heading's fine. Right, so we'll set nav and profile for the takeoff. And that should just about do it. So we can go ahead then and set our flex temperature for the takeoff to 56 degrees, I believe it was. We'll just double check that. 59. APU is fired up. There we go. Lovely stuff. We'll start the chrono. So we'll let the APU fire up here. We'll close the door. Doors are closed on the aircraft, and we'll prepare for pushback and departure now. And we'll get the pushback tug to connect. Obviously, we still need to request a few clearances here, but nevertheless, let's go down to the line before start. Cockpit prep is completed. Signs are on an auto. On an auto. Fuel quantity is 11.8 tons. Navigation is checked and set. Landing elevation 200 feet is set. Altimeter is 1019 is set on both sides. Oops, wrong button. Brake and anti-skid is in normal and on. Fantastic. Great stuff. Okie dokes. Right then. Not using FSLTL? Yes, I am indeed. Yes, Sean. What happened with the secondary flight plan? I'm not sure, to be honest. It seems like there was a bit of a bug. I just copied my active flight plan and then changed the destination, and it just seemed to all go a little bit wrong. Will easy be off for 7 p.m. Yes, I did say that, didn't I? What was I thinking? Right. Okie dokes. Set with air, pretty much. Fantastic. All right. So, before start, below the line, windows and doors are closed. Beacon light will turn on in a sec, and parking brake is on. Before start, checklist is complete. Air Portugal 1684 ready for push and start.
FK 1684, push and start approved, runway 05.
Push and start approved from way 05, Air Portugal 1684.
And Fever 62, setting for push and back.
Alright, so we need to push facing nose to the right.
Stand by for push and calling back to the short Fever 52.
Okie doke, before start checklist is complete. Let's rock and roll. Did I actually turn the external power off? No, we'll turn that off as well. APU bleed can come on. Right. Disconnect the GPU, disconnect the chocks. Like a brake released? What is going on here? Oh, it's lifting us. Wow, that is a that is quite a nose up there.
Fever 62 Madeira.
Fever 62 with you?
Fever 62 push and start approved, runway 05.
Push and start is approved.
Right, okay, so engine to start. Let's get the ignition to A and start number 2. Have I told him to push us the wrong way here? I can't tell. I think I have. Great. I'm smart. I will spin around on spot. Must have clicked the wrong button. Right, so N2 20%. Start the fuel flow. Turn the music down. Rasso, no worries at all, dude. Thanks for dropping by. Air Portugal 1684. Yep.
Capital 1684 confirm, pushing for runway 05.
Yeah, I do apologise. I think I've clicked the wrong button and we're facing the other way, but we can do a 180 when we're ready for taxi, if that's okay. Air Portugal 1684.
Capital 1684, Roger, that's perfect.
My apologies.
Yeah, no worries.
What is going on here? Why is it rumbling so much? Parking brake is set.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
This cabin is sublime, I have to say. Right, start engine 1. Okie dokes. N2 20%. Start the fuel flow.
FL88 Tango Mike, wind midpoint 28 degrees, 4 knots, runway 05, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, yeah.
Restart the chrono there.
Beaver Super 2 is ready for taxi. I will wait for that.
Okay, looks like 2 good engine starts there. So engine ignition to off. Get the APU off and the APU master off.
I will stand by for Beaver.
Okay, so transponder can come on. And coming up here, our trim we want to set as well. So we'll get that from here, which is 1.1 up. Should be about there. So that is set. We'll set the flaps to 15. We'll arm the speed brakes. We'll set auto brakes to max. Flex is set.
Air Portugal 9er Sierra Kill, Madeira, muito boa tarde, information Charlie, Canadian 1019er, break clear Lisbon, time 1 echo departure, initial climb, flight level 60.
Okay, after start checklist. Pitch trim is set, rudder trim is 0. Spoilers are armed, slats and flaps 15. We'll check that here. That is looking correct. Ecam status is checked. Anti-ice is not required. Hand signal is received. After start, checklist is complete. Right, we'll do the before takeoff checklist once we get underway here. I just want to get a move on because obviously we've got guys waiting for us. Oh, I'm messing with the clock there. That's what I meant to do. Air Portugal 1684, request taxi.
Capital 1684, backtrack, line up, runway 05 via Charlie.
Backtrack, line up, runway 05 via Charlie, Air Portugal 1684. Right, there we go, chat. So parking brake released. Let's get the lights on. Runway turn off and nose lights taxi.
River 632 behind the vertical traffic in front, taxi to Charlie point, runway 05 and all short runway.
Gonna do a 180 here, as you do. As you do, chats. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Nice turning circle, though. Okie dokie. So let's check the flight controls. So left, right, neutral, up. Sorry, down, up, neutral, And rudders left. Right. Neutral. There we go. Looking good. I'm using my VKB stick again, chat. So might be a bit spicy. So before takeoff checklist, flight controls are checked. Briefing is confirmed. I've not actually briefed you guys, but nevertheless, I was just a bit under pressure there to get going. I was going to do it on the taxi out, but obviously we've got other pilots who are waiting for us here. So I'm just going to skip over that part. Today, slats and flaps 1515. We've confirmed that performance FMAS is checked and read. Takeoff config. We'll check that as well in just a second here once we've completed this turn. Takeoff config. Transponder is set. TARA on the TCAS. Cabin is secure. Packs are on. Ignition is off. Anti-ice is off. Before takeoff checklist completes. Go ahead and get the strobes on now as we're on an active runway. So for takeoff, we're going to take off runway 05, Dagon 1 Echo departure. Transition altitude 5,000 feet. We do need to contact Maderia approach, but they're not online after departure. So we're going to initially climb out.
32, expect the departure in 4 minutes.
Expect departure in 4 minutes, which is 62, no rush.
So basically going to take a right turn as soon as practical to avoid high ground on the left side and then join the 087 track. And then a right turn out towards Mike Alpha 647, minimum altitude is 4,000 feet. Then a left turn out to Dagon. Right. Heavy on the brakes. Brakes very sensitive. I suppose I can just show you guys the charts very quickly. Obviously the taxi out, nothing too much to write home about there, just straight from our parking stand by Charlie, run backtrack runway 05. Dagon 1 Echo, this is the 10-3 Alpha chart, airport elevation 191 feet, transition altitude 5,000 feet. So basically we're going to depart, take a right turn as soon as practical to avoid high terrain on the left side, then join the 087 track. Outbound and then take a right turn into Mike Alpha 647. Then a left turn out to Dagon. Minimum altitude is 4,000 feet at Mike Alpha 647, which we should have no problems in making. Still no hand cam, unfortunately, though, guys. Absolutely got the ground marking spot on here at on this scenery. I do have to say, do enjoy it. Okay, we'll sync the heading book, set the parking brake. Air Portugal 1684 ready for departure at runway 05.
Portugal 1684, wind at this point 282 degrees, 4 knots, runway 05, clear for takeoff.
05, clear for takeoff, Air Portugal 1684, thank you. I always forget I should say obrigado. Right, holding it on the toe brakes. Stick slightly forwards, or the yoke in this case. Slowly bring the engine up to about 50%. Engines are stable. Release the toe brakes and toga. Thrust SRS heading. P climb is blue, nav is blue, 6,000 blue. Takeoff thrust is set. Getting a little bit of weathercocking to the left here, a wind from 280. V1 rotates.
Speedbird 632, backtrack, line up, runway 05, report ready.
Backtrack 05 and report ready. Would be the 52.
Thrust is blue. Take that right turn. Want to make sure we're...
1684, no further APC, Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
122.8, Air Portugal 1684. Great service. Obrigado. Alright, positive rate gear up. Probably help if I did that one. P thrust, P climb. Thrust is coming back now. I feel like the engine sounds are a lot quieter than last time. Flying manually here at the moment, chats. Alright. We are above the F speed. Let's bring the flaps to 15.0. The engines seem very quiet to me. Above the F speed, let's go flaps 0. I always drop the nose when I go on the external views when I'm flying manually. Alright, let's get AP2 in anyway. AP2 is in. We'll clear ourselves up to our cruising flight level of 380 here since we've got no one else to speak to. Landing gear is off. Spoilers are disarmed. Of course, I forgot all of the lights. Put the landing lights on now anyway. Nose lights will get off. And after takeoff checklist, slats and flaps are retracted. Landing gear is up and neutral. Packs are on. Altimeters are set, which will now set to standard. Standard is set. And we'll go to Unicom. Lovely job. Right. Okie dokes. It's flying a little bit to the left of that line here. Interesting. Yeah, engine sounds seem very quiet. Don't know if it's just me, but performance is good. Not bad. Not bad. Right. Thank you for the reminder there, Hugo. Yeah. For some reason, whenever I fly a new plane in the sim, the gear is the first thing that I forget. Yeah. But hey ho, that's what happens when you stream flight sim, I suppose, and you get too busy trying to do a million things at once. Yeah, it was looking very good. Yeah, it's great scenery, that one, Martin.
Good evening. This is Steve. This is probably our the runway 05 and climbing flight level.
Go handbrake turn like you can do, then you drive a car in the snow, you'll be fine. Exactly, exactly. Easy game. Easy. Sasha, yep, I got you. I can hear you on the radio. Martin, could I see you in the air? You're a little bit ahead of us now, aren't you? I did. To be honest, I didn't catch that message in enough time there. Let's just increase the range on the TCAS. See if we can see you on TCAS. We can't see you on TCAS. You're probably a bit far away now, I think. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not sure, Martin. We probably. I mean, we could see you if you were close enough, but I don't think you are, unfortunately. Alfie's joining us as well. Very good. Glad to have you. Very nice. I'm going to turn my microphone down. I think it's clipping a bit there. Right. I think that's better. So Mariner said you're having cabin pressure issues still. That's interesting. Interesting. I'm not really sure what to suggest because there's nothing really in the setup. There's nothing really in the setup for this aircraft that trips you up too much in regards the get the seatbelt signs and landing lights off now. But yeah, there's not too much that really sort of trips you up in regards the pressurization. Obviously, in the Boeings, you have you have to make sure that you've got the cruise altitude set, and on the overheads, and you've also got the pressurization control in auto. But by default, everything is in auto here in the A310. And then obviously, as long as you set the everything in here correctly, then you shouldn't have too many issues. So I'm not really sure what to suggest on that one. That's a bit of a strange one, to be honest. Have you had a look on the? I assume you've looked on the. I assume you've looked on the iniBuilds forums to see if anyone else is having the same issue. Are you guys hearing the? I can't hear no toilets going off. Usually the toilets go off once you once you release the brake. Once you release the passengers. It is working, FSRealistic. Right, looking good though. That wasn't a terrible departure, considering I've not flight simmed for I don't know, nearly 2 weeks now. Don't think that was too terrible. I am going to just take 2 minutes chat and I'll be back with you. Fizzy, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Welcome indeed. Good to see you again. Right, I'll be back with you in a moment, chat. Also, my SimToolkitPro is not connected, is it? It's not showing the correct details. There we go, lovely. Right, fantastic. Right, I'll be back with you. Bear with me. Right, chat. So it seems like we're getting pretty good performance with the A310. We'd love to see it, but we are over the ocean at the moment. Let's see how it is once we get into Lisbon. Obviously, Lisbon we do have photogrammetry. We'll see how that goes. I think my cost index isn't working out here regards the Mach number. We're Mach 77 at the moment, although it is still increasing in speed, so maybe it might just hit the nail on the head there. Right. So, stint over the ocean and then down into Portugal. I have to say, whenever I fly any other aircraft in Sim, I mean, this is a fantastic aircraft, don't get me wrong, but after flying the Phoenix, just nothing else feels the same. You know what I mean? Nothing else just feels quite the same. I mean, this is great. This is fantastic aircraft, and I was really looking forward to this in Microsoft Flight Sim, but like I say, just something about the Phoenix that just hits different. You know what I mean? Can I look on VATSIM map, please? I can. Oh, look at that. We've got 1, 2. Oh, yeah, beautiful. Look at that. We've got all three of us departing. We've got Sasha there at the back. British Airways 632, and then we've got myself 1684 Air Portugal, and then we've got Martam at the front there. I think that's him. 8 Tango Mike in an A320. Love to see it. Little convoy going out here. Is anyone else joining us? Oh, we've got TAP 9 at Sierra Kilo in an A320 Neo. Is that one of you guys as well? And we've got Ryanair 1 Lima. I think that's going to be Alfie, isn't it? Very good. Amazing. Guys, I'm so impressed that we've got people flying along today. That's really cool. Is it because today I'm doing the stream a little bit later on? Is that why people are able to fly along today? Yeah, because everybody's, you know, sort of, it's the evening, you're chilling, and yeah, I don't know. Let me know. Because usually I do my streams a little bit earlier than this. Is that a contrail over there, or is that a cloud? Whatever it is very long. See, do we have Martin in front of us here? Is he actually rendered in at the moment, or is he too far away? Yeah, he's too far away, I think. Okie dokes, that Costanex is working out okay. Mach 0.79 and we're right on the line here, so maybe we could increase that. Let's see, is it 50, I think? It worked for us last time. It might be 50 actually, I might be misremembering. There we go, Mach 0.80. Costanex of 50 seems to be the right one to go for. Lovely. Can I watch you land, Sasha? It depends if you are landing when, if we're busy or not while you're doing your landing. But if we've finished our flight, then absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. So has anyone picked up the new Bremen Airport scenery for Microsoft Flight Sim? I was looking at that. It looks quite good. Looks quite good. Oh, excuse me. Yawning. Right. Now, I didn't give my channel members a shout out at the start of the stream like we normally do. Sorry, like I say, not streamed in nearly a couple of weeks now, so I'm a bit rusty. But we've got the commentator, Andy Ivy, Alison Knott, and Schutz, all platinum and gold members. Thank you very much, guys, for your continued support. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And obviously to the silver members on the channel as well. Thank you very much for your continued support. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much. All right. Sasha, hi. How are you doing? How's your flight going? Not sure why these tips, I mean, I do have software tips turned on, but there's no way. It says you can decrease the frequency of them, but it just doesn't seem to actually have an option for that. Very bizarre. Very bizarre. Top of descent is going to be, let's have a look. Just shortly after Nata, about 10:16 in sim time. Now, I think I've messed with the clocks in here, so it might not work properly. Just under an hour to top of descent. Quite a good length flight this. I like this because it gives you a bit of time to just relax in the cruise, you know, get your bearings, you know, really study the charts and whatnot, and really do what, you know, you need to do, especially if you're on VATSIM. Sometimes I know when we do longer flights, sorry, shorter flights on the stream, like 40-50 minute flights, it's so hectic, so chaotic. Sasha can see us in front. Very good. Let's see if we can see you. Oh, there we go. Yeah. There's Sasha just there. Very nice. Very, very nice. Diago's 15 meters behind us. Oh, crikey. I don't... oh, 50 miles. I guess that's 15 miles, right? Not 15 meters. Oh, 15 minutes. Okay, got you. My apologies. So what call sign are you then, Diago? Looking at VPAL at the moment, it seems like the receive on the COM1 keeps flicking on and off on its own. It's very strange. Oh, you're 9 Sierra Kilo, right? Got you. Okay, I was wondering if that was someone in the chat. Very good. Dashes at cruise. I think we should be about cruise. Yep, we are. Mach 0.79. Okay, so still a bit low on the cost index. Let's try 60. Please VP odd nav. We're at cruising altitude, flight level 380. Everything is looking good. A quick scroll through here. Everything looks great. All in the green. I like how you've got this slight variation as well. Looking at the hydraulic page there, you can see there's a slight variation in the pressure in the system. I think we discussed that last time. All very, very nice to see all this stuff modelled. For a free play, this is just absolutely insane. 23 degrees throughout. Cabin altitude 7,475 feet with an 8.1 differential pressure. Lovely. Okie dokes. Got a little bit of fuel in the trim tank. Looks like it's being transferred currently. Is it? Is it being transferred to the inner tanks here? No, it's not. Okay. I wonder what these little arrows mean. Oh no, it's transferring it into the trim tank. I'm dim. So I believe it does that to balance the CG on the aircraft. So that's what the trim tank's for. APU is off. Flight controls all looking hunky-dory. Slides are arms. Everything looks good there. Wheel page, all temperature fine. Lovely. Static air temperature minus 61 degrees. So our sim brief flight plan was absolutely bang on there with the temperature at cruise. Love to see it. I'm still a bit confused as to why I can't put that in there. Minus 61 / and entry out of range. What if I just put in 61 /? That's also out of range. What if I put in minus 59 /? Won't take that either. Will it take minus 58? No. Huh. Interesting. Again, we're not going to mess with the secondary flight plan. I don't want to mess things up again. Still not quite reaching Mach 0.80 with a cost index of 60. I'm just going to leave it as it is. I don't think there's too much to gain there. Really? Alright, well, we might as well start doing some brief preparations for the arrival into Lisbon. So we'll go ahead and set the airport elevation, which is 355 feet. So we'll go ahead and set like that. We are going to look to fly the ILS for runway 02. Again, I'm not going to do anything crazy for the approach. Because I'm using my different joystick today. I'm using my VKB Gladiator NXT, so I don't want to really make things more difficult for me than they need to be. I'd like to try and get a good landing for once. And then we'll set the course to 025. ILS is 109.1. Lovely stuff. So we are expecting some slightly inclement conditions on the arrival in. Look at the clouds reflecting on the AFB there. That is just fantastic, isn't it? Wait, actually no, that's a bit weird, isn't it? The EFB is pointing up there. Okay, yeah, that's a little bit weird, but anyway, we carry on. Let's update the METARs here. So arrival METAR, 1930 Zulu, so this is fairly recent. Winds of 050 at 7 knots, 900 feet visibility. Wow. And we've got this 400E again. Now, I imagine this is to do with RVR, but it gives us a chance now to just check it again. So it means directional visibility is 400 meters in the east. So 400 meters in the east, 900 meters over the airfields. Runway 02, and then we've got visibility more than 2,000 meters. We've got partial fog, broken clouds 100 feet, 12 degrees dew point, and temperature QNH 1012. So it could be some spicy low-vis approach. So I believe you can actually do a Cat 3 ILS in this thing. So we're going to go ahead and we'll set our DH to 50. Actually, no, we won't do a Cat 3 because we don't want to do an auto land. So we'll do a Cat 2, which is going to be 100 feet radio altimeter. That's what we'll do. And then let's just have a quick look. We can't do landing performance in here, can we? So we'll just do it on here, don't we? So winds are not too bad actually. They're only 7 knots from the northeast, so that's not going to be too bad for us on runway 02. So I think we'll just go for flaps 30-40 for the landing. We'll do a standard wind correction of 5 knots, and that'll be that really. We don't need to set an MDA because we're not doing an RNAV or anything. So that should do it, I think, for the arrival. Lovely job. Alice for runway 02 doesn't work for you at Lisbon. Oh, crikey. Hopefully it does for me. Are you using the MK Studio scenery or the default scenery? Carl says he uninstalled the Phoenix A320 from the PC tonight, but now my fly-by-wire is invisible. Oh, that's an interesting one. I have had that before actually, but I can't remember how I fixed it. To be honest, I think... what did I do? It was something to do with a model texture issue, so... Have you tried reinstalling it, the fly-by-wire? Tiago is taking ATPL. Amazing, dude. Amazing. How's it going? Started 1 month ago. Well, best of luck with that, dude. That is absolutely amazing. I'm quite jealous, I'm not going to lie. Could be bad weather in Lisbon. It could be quite low visibility, yes, actually, yeah. Dawn's using MK Studios. Oh, God. Okay, well, I hope it works for me. I'm sure we've landed there before, and it worked fine. I'm pretty sure we landed 02 on... Actually, no, did we? Let's have a look. No, we landed runway 20 on... we landed 20 on when we did cross the pond. Oh, I'm not sure then. I'm not sure. We'll have to see how it goes. Does it just not work? Do you get the raw data? What happens there? What Pebbler says, not a very nice message. Is that what was said there in Cyrillic? Let's just put them in a timeout then. GJ, welcome to the chat. Welcome indeed. Good to see you. How am I? I'm doing very well, thank you. Yeah, how are you doing? Tiago says, why don't I take it to money, basically. Tiago, unfortunately. Thank you very much for that, Rock Pebbler. Appreciate the feedback. Can you give tips bad weather? Not sure what I can really say, really. I mean, the weather's, it shouldn't be too challenging, really. It should just be a case that you might need to fly very low minimums to actually be able to see the runway before the minima. So I would probably choose a Cat 2 minima potentially, or a Cat 3 if you want to do an auto land. Pretty sure you can do a Cat 3 at Lisbon. Yes, you can, yeah. No ILS Diamond showed up for Sean. Okay, right. Well, we'll see what happens, I guess. We'll see what happens. Are you using Navigraph nav data, Sean? DJ says lots of stuff going on at school. Very good. Well, it's good to be busy. Glad you're keeping busy. Hope it's all going well for you. One moment. 70,000 in Portugal for an ATPL. Is that including all the... Is that an integrated course from no experience, Tiago? Sasha says, how long until you say when busy thing come? I'm not sure what you mean by that one, Sasha. If you could rephrase, maybe. Sean doesn't use Navigraph. Does that mean using Microsoft Nav Data? It does, yes, but some sceneries do come with the procedures and the ILS antennas, etc., included with the scenery, which I believe MK Studios does. But if it doesn't, then I suppose it will always fall back to the Microsoft Nav Data, yes. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's been... I can't remember the last time we landed runway 02 at Portugal. I'm sure I have... at Lisbon, sorry. I'm sure I've landed 02 though, and it's worked fine previously. Yeah, I'm not sure if MK Studios scenery comes with the ILS. I'm pretty sure it should do. Ah, yes, it is, Tiago. Right. I think in this country it varies somewhere between £70,000 and up to around 100,000 to 110,000, something like that. So, yeah, around the same, I suppose. Maybe a little bit more. But then obviously you've got all the accommodations to pay for, etc., all that stuff, which again is usually not included. GJ's just got GSX Pro. Where should you download it? You can get it from the fsdreamteam website if you bought it from there. I think is that the only place you can buy it from? I'm not sure, but it should be on there. I think you get a download link in an email. I can't remember exactly the process, but you should get a download link to the fsdreamteam installer, and then use the installer to download it onto your system. Tiago lives 10 minutes from your school. That's amazing, dude. Nice and convenient. Yeah, great. Well, a lot of the what I've noticed is a lot of the UK, the cheaper UK integrated ATPLs. I've noticed what they do is they actually have you go to the US to do a lot of your hour building and things like that, and then the ones where they're based in the UK, they're generally quite a bit more expensive, looking at £100,000 plus. For those, and I suppose in those instances I probably might be able to get it relatively local potentially, but interesting. ILS 02 works for you. Interesting. That's a strange one then, Sean. Yeah, we'll see what happens once we get there. Anyway, we'll see what happens. How are we doing anyway? We've got about 200 miles to our top of descent. Lovely job. Sasha says, when should it be busy on VATSIM? Well, it depends where in the world you are, to be honest. It generally gets busy in the evening times in the various different locations. So, I mean, Central Europe is pretty busy at the moment. That's generally quite a popular area on VATSIM. Portugal and Spain, in my experience, tend to be a little bit quieter on VATSIM than, say, Germany and Switzerland, Austria, Italy, that kind of area, and the UK in the evenings. But then again, sorry, and then, you know, going into the US again when it's the evening time for them mainly. So, you know, for East Coast, it's sort of, you know, getting there. But obviously West Coast, currently it's still probably the morning for them. So, yeah, I mean, generally a lot of controllers come online and pilots come online who are relatively... I tend to find a lot of pilots fly on VATSIM when locally to them it's sort of a... Especially controllers, you know, they tend to control in countries where they generally reside, so you tend to find that the busiest times are when it's sort of when people have finished work and whatnot. So, you know, in the evening around, you know, 5-6 p.m. Up to about 9, generally speaking. And obviously you can look on the VATSIM website as well and see when events are, and you know, they're usually quite busy as well. Tiago says mine is in Cascais, 10 minutes from Lisbon. Very good. That's amazing, dude. That's amazing. Oh, my brother actually lives in Lisbon, so I wonder if I could do mine in at the same place when I've got enough money, of course. That might be quite a good arrangement. Could stay with my brother for a bit. Maybe it's just my bad luck, says Sean. I got called from FSDreamteam and none of the runways ever working in iOS. Yeah, that's strange, Sean. Yeah, I mean, I remember back in the day when Microsoft Flight Sim first came out, I used to run across quite a few issues like that, but I don't really run across it anymore. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you've got a Navigraph subscription, potentially try install Navigraph Nav Data and see if that helps with it. But like I said, I mean, I think for the majority of scenarios, most developers actually build the procedures, the stars, the SIDs, and the ILSs and other approaches into the scenery would ship with that data as well. To my knowledge, maybe not all sceneries do it, like freewares, for example, but I'm pretty sure most paywares have that all included. Very strange. I would maybe... have you ever had Navigraph Nav Data installed in the past, Sean? Alfie's taken off. Very good. The tower there was nice. Yeah, it was really good, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, no worries at all, Sastra. I'll catch you again in 15. Cloud Viper, welcome to this chat. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Welcome indeed. Did I try the new Oslo scenery? No, I didn't. No. And reason being is because, I mean, it does look pretty good, but I believe both Orbex and I think, is it Aerosoft as well? Joe Erland is working on a Oslo as well, so I'm probably going to pass on that one because I can almost guarantee the Aerosoft one is going to be quite a bit better. So I haven't really bothered with it, to be honest with you. Never tried Navigraph. Yeah, strange, Sean, because I know when I, had those issues in the past, it was to do with the nav data that Navigraph was supplying, and the install process, it was a little bit funky back in the day, but it's since been pretty smooth sailing. So yeah, I'm not sure on that one, Sean. Does it happen with all different planes? Have you tried it with like a Cessna and then a like a BizJet and then an airliner? Does it happen with every plane? I imagine it probably does. Tiago says all the classes are in English, so no problem. Very good. Well, good to hear. Good to hear. Yeah, I might have to look into that maybe in the future when I'm a bit more flush. What about you guys, chat? But I'm absolutely free. I have to get my heater on. Let's see. What is the I've got. I'm not actually that far away from Leeds Bradford Airport. Let's see what the METAR is currently at Leeds Bradford Airport. So the METAR, actually no, we can bring it up on the tablet here so you guys can see. Let's go EGNM. So we've got temperature is 4 degrees, wind 4 knots from 220, altitude to 1027. So it's actually been incredibly foggy here, chat, over the last few days in sort of the Leeds area. So I imagine it was quite difficult for people landing at Leeds Bradford. It's almost 3 days straight. It's just been absolutely socked in. Maybe like visibility like 100 meters, 200 meters in quite widespread. So the weather's improving at Lisbon. Wind is 050 at 6 knots, varying. 2,000 meters visibility now. We've still got mist, scattered clouds at 100 feet and broken clouds at 200 feet, but that is a bit better. We've got a little bit better visibility than when we last checked. Love to see it. I do have to say this cabin is, they absolutely killed it on this cabin. The lighting is so good, it's one of the best that I've seen. Let's see, have they actually updated the, what's on here? I don't think they've really added anything, but no. I wonder if they're going to add anything here at the bottom. If they don't, I think they should probably just remove this stuff because I feel like you should be able to click on it, but you can't. They should add it so it switches to a map as well. That'd be really cool, wouldn't it? Alrighty. Sash says I was starting to go down now. No, not just yet. No. Carl's in Cumbria. Oh, baby. I bet that's. I bet it's pretty chilly up there, isn't it? My brother's living in Cumbria at the moment. He hasn't said how cold it was, but I imagine it is. Sash says he's still. Am I still behind you? Probably. Yeah, I guess. Yep, there you are. Love it. Very good. Right, let's see. We should be coming to our top of descent pretty soon. 10:17 is the estimate. So about half an hour still. We're about 100 miles or so away from the top of descent. Martin's got top of descent in 5 to 7 minutes. Hope it's a good landing. Well, best of luck to you, dude. Happy landings, Martin. Hope it all goes well. Yeah, I'm hoping that mine is okay as well because, yeah, I'm totally using a different joystick today to what I've been using the last few weeks. So, yeah, it should be interesting. Sash says it's a straight in arrival. Not sure what the SID looks, what the star looks like. If that's what you're referring to. Not really. No, not really. No. But we'll do an arrival briefing momentarily. Can I look on VATSIM map? I can. Let's have a look. Yeah, looking good. So we've got Martin in front here, 88 Tango Mike. We've got me here. We've got Sasha speeding up behind us, and we've got who have we got at the back? Tiago at the back, Sierra Kilo, and then we've got Alfie right at the back here. Ryanair 1 Lima, very good. Love to see the little conga line there, very nice. Heavy aircraft on the ground here, Boeing 748. One on the arrival there from Gothenburg. Love to see it, very good. No ATC on at the moment. Sorry, there's a ground controller on, but no approach. There is actually an event on at Lisbon on the 1st of December, tomorrow. Lisboa Thursday is very good. Didn't know about that one. Yeah, no idea if ATC will come on, to be honest with you, Sasha. No idea. So, last couple of weeks, chat, reason why I've been so quiet on the streaming front is mainly because I've just been so crazy busy. Yeah, so I was last week I was down in Warwick for a shoot, and then I went to London for 2-3 days even. And I came back and had another shoot the next day. When I say shoot, I'm a photographer, if you don't know in the chat. Photo shoot. So now I'm back, and I've still had a full day shoot on Monday, another 2 on today. So I've just been absolutely crazy busy, to be honest. And obviously on days when I haven't got any projects on, I'm catching up with the editing and admin work related to those projects. And then in the evenings, you know, spending time with the missus. So unfortunately not had too much time to actually get on a flight sim, excuse me, recently. But I'm hoping to change that. I am actually going away. I'm actually going to Portugal, funnily enough, over Christmas from the 19th. So I've got about a couple of weeks left, so I'm going to try and get a good number of streams in, although I do still have quite a bit of stuff booked on. I'm going to try and do at least one for both of the next 2 weekends, next 3 even. So I'll try do the regular one that's on, I'll probably do Saturday nights actually going forward for the next 3 weeks, because my partner tends to work those, so it works out better to do it that way. Might even get some Friday night streams in as well, because she's been working those as well, unfortunately. But maybe do that as well. But stay posted to the channel. I'll definitely do Saturday evenings. Subject to change, of course, as everything is these days. But in the new year, what I'm thinking of doing, chat, is I'm going to try and get to a more regular schedule. You know, back in the day when we used to stream on Facebook, we did used to stream very, very regularly, sort of Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sundays religiously, but we haven't done that recently. In fact, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, chat. I'm going to put a poll up. What is the best day for you to watch the stream? So it's always going to be in the evenings, so we'll put Monday PM, Tuesday PM, Wednesday PM, Thursday PM. Oh, I can only do 4 options. God damn it. We'll split it up. Monday to Wednesday PM. Thursday, Friday PM, Saturday PM, or Sunday PM, because they're obviously generally more high traffic times. Yeah, so feel free to vote in the poll, chat. I know you can only choose one option, and it would be good if we could do an option where you could choose more than one. In fact, I'm going to just let's see if we can do a straw poll, actually. Yeah. Which day? Right, guys, let's just close this poll off, because this is limiting. Interesting to see so far Saturday and Monday to Wednesday. So I'm going to end this poll, chat, and what I'm going to do is I am going to copy and paste a link into the chat here. If you click on that link, it'll take you to a website called Straw Poll, and on that one you can actually vote for multiple options, so you can tick as many as you want. And if you want to vote on that, then that's going to be better. It's going to give a better representation. So please do go and vote in the poll. That's the link there. Sasha says, I've got a problem. I got runway 03. Do you think that is runway 02? Yes, it is, Sasha. They recently changed the designator for the runway. I should do a plane spotting video with my camera skills. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I have thought about that, Alfie, but the issue being is that I don't really have any lenses that have image stabilization, because I tend to shoot everything off a tripod, and I would really need that, I think, for that. On top of that, I don't really have any way to sort of stream remotely. I would just have to connect to a phone hotspot, and that's just going to absolutely rinse my data off. So it is something to think about, but again, it's a big time time commitment, that as well. Right, thank you everybody who's voted in the poll already, but I'm just going to take a quick 2 minutes chat, and I'll be back with you. Top of descent's coming up in about 40 miles. So yeah, I'll be back with you in a moment. We'll do a descent approach briefing, etc. Right, we're back. Sundays for me, says Al. Very good. Yeah, Sundays is a good one. To be honest, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is always good because there tends to be a lot of VATSIM events then as well. 183 miles, Sasha says. I've got 139 to go. Right, so what we'll do though is we'll set our TCAS to below and we'll tilt the weather radar down a bit, even though it doesn't actually do anything. But right, we do an event on VATSIM. Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, definitely do an event. Usually I try and do events for the streams because they are quite enjoyable. Mark Burgess says Saturday PM is great for me due to working different evenings each week, but never after 7 on a Saturday. But must be mindful that hour and hour time for Bobby and his wife. Absolutely, yeah, absolutely, yeah. I mean, I don't mind doing them after 7 personally, but yeah, I tend to aim to try and start the stream around 5ish. I know today's an exception, but that's generally why when I try to start them 4, 5. Later than that, it tends to be. I tend to finish quite late, so so yeah, that's what I try and do, so that we get a bit of time in the evening as well. Great stuff, Mark. Yeah, appreciate the feedback. Make sure you guys are voting in the poll as well, because I will use the basis of this straw poll. I mean, I'm going to post it out on my socials as well, but I'm going to use this straw poll as a basis for my my schedule in the new year. Generic Pilot says YouTube keeps crashing with me every 5 seconds. I was like, say flight by. Oh, that's strange. Strange. Before attempts to get this comment finished. That's crazy, Generic Pilot. What the hell? Maybe try watching on your phone or on a TV, maybe. Of course. Alfie says I'm too nervous and scared to do an event right now. I forgot to say I'm Ryanair 1 Lima. Yeah, I guessed you were 1 Lima, yeah, Alfie. But yeah, you definitely don't want to do an event if you're not feeling fully confident. Definitely not. So yeah, make sure you're fully clued up before you actually try to do an event, because they are pretty intense. Right, okay, so let's set our altitude selector down. We'll set this to... we'll initially set it to 10,000 feet, because we do have top of descent coming up. What should happen within a few miles of the top of descent, we should get PDES armed here in blue, and then it should start the descent on its own. So what we're going to do, we'll do our approach briefing, and you guys can see the results for the straw poll so far. We've got Monday, Tuesday, and Friday taking the pie at the moment. And then Wednesday coming in closely as well. Oh, got some more votes in there as well. Monday, Tuesday, and Friday sitting at the top at the moment, which is interesting. But yeah, I'm probably only going to be choosing 3 days of the week for my schedule. But yeah, good to know. Good to know, guys. Thank you very much for voting if you voted so far. If you haven't seen the pinned comment in the chat, and please do drop a vote. Right, okay, so let's have a look at the arrival then. We'll just get the updated METAR as well. Winds are 050 at 7 knots, and visibility looks like it's on the downturn again, although this looks like it's an old METAR. Not sure why that's giving me an old one there. 1930 Zulu. Yeah, we've got the 8 o'clock Zulu here. Not sure why it's giving me the 1930, but nevertheless, 6 knot from 050. Sorry, yeah, from 050. Okay, no worries. So runway 02 is still going to be the one to use. Top of descent coming up in a few miles here, so let's just wait and watch this. Let's see if we get PDES coming up here. It's usually within about 3 miles, so Could be any second now, really. We've got the VDEV scale. Okay, it's not coming up. I'm sure that's how it worked previously, but let's just press profile anyway. We've got retard PDES, and there we go. We're heading on down. Watch the speed there; it's just increased a little bit. Don't want to overspeed now. Right, off we go down. So I'll monitor this whilst I'm doing the briefing with you guys. Okie doke, so we're coming into Lisbon, Portugal. This is the 10-2 hotel chart. What colour is best? I think possibly... possibly green, I think. 10-2 hotel chart. So transition level by ATC. Now we can actually check that on the ATIS here. So information Bravo at 8 o'clock Zulu. Runway 05, low vis procedures in force after landing. Evocate via Hotel 4. So transition level is 5-5. Flight level 5-5. So we'll carry on. Transition level is 5-5 there. This is an RNAV arrival, RNAV start. So RNAV 1 required and GNSS, etc. Radar vectoring is not going to be relevant for us. In fact, all of this is not going to be relevant for us. So I'll ignore that. Airport elevation 355 feet. We've already set that. And we're going to be flying the Umport 9 Alpha arrival for runway 02. This is an RNAV arrival. We do have some speed restrictions at varying altitudes, which is unusual, but 280 knots between flight level 245 and flight level 100. We'll probably have to set that manually ourselves. And then max 250 knots below 100, max 220 knots below 70, and max 200 knots at or below 4,000 feet. So the arrival itself is going to bring us in at Troya, max 250 knots there, and below flight level 170. From Troya, we're going to go Papa Tango 409. Minimum altitude is 4,000 feet. And then continuing on the same track to Adsad. Max 220 knots, minimum 4,000. And then following this route round, all minimum 4,000 feet. Max 220 knots here at Adsad. And then following that round, Papa Tango 419. Godgi. Max 220 knots, right turn to Papa Tango 421. Max 200 knots there. Papa Tango 422, and then PESEX, which is the clearance limit, max 180 knots there. So, lots of speed restrictions to bear in mind. We'll check those in the FMC. We are actually already getting quite close to flight level 245, so I'm going to get ready to dial in 280 knots into the speed window. In fact, what we can probably do is, as you can see, we're at flight level 260. Between 245 and 100, we need to be at 280 knots. Now, let's see, we've got speed limit flight level 100. That's all it's got in there. So what we can do is we'll go tact mode. We've got DES, and then we'll go 280 knots. We'll put that in there, and then once. Well, 245, we need to be at that speed now, so let's select that. That's going to give 280 blue there, and it's going to slow the aircraft down. We are below the profile anyway, so that's absolutely fine. Okie dokes. So that just allows us to stay in the profile speed and the profile DES mode, rather than selecting it in the window here. And then once we get below flight level 100, we'll just go back to econ. Right, carrying on with the briefing. So PESX is the clearance limit, and then from PESX we'll start down the ILS essentially. So this is the ILS from runway 02, the 11-1 charts. Localizer identifier and frequency is India Lima India and 109.1. Final approach course is 025, which we've already dialed in along with the frequency. Final approach fix is 4,000 feet of PESX, and then we've got the minimums below. Runway elevation 330 feet, so slightly lower down than the actual airport elevation. MSA at the lowest is 3,000 to the southwest and 4,000 to the northeast. The ILS itself is relatively straightforward. We've got 11.3 mile final from 4,000 feet, 3-degree glide slope. And the minimums we're going to use is the Cat 2 minima, which is radio altimeter 100 feet. And for the go-around, should we need it? In fact, sorry, we've got a PAPI to the left of the runway here, high-intensity airport lighting system as well. So, should we need to do a go-around? It's climb straight ahead, flight level 070, so nice and simple. So 070 is going to be our go-around altitude. And then arriving at Lisbon, we've got low visibility procedures in place, so let's just have a look and see if we can have a look at those procedures. So low visibility procedures. Pilots will be informed. Let's see. I'm not going to read this all out. Some of this is not applicable to flight sim as well because of, you know, the ATC can't control the airport lighting system, unfortunately. So, ground safeguarding procedures will ensure that ILS protection areas. This is not going to be really relevant for us because we've only got ground online, so they're not going to tell us to go around because we're not going to speak to them unless we're on the ground. And yeah, they're still online, but it's not really going to be relevant that much. Okay, so not that much that's actually relevant to flight sim, to be honest. I've lost my page now. Where were we? Where has it gone? Ah, there we go, okay. Oh, the pages are out of order here, that's what confused me. Okay, so that's all of these low visibility procedures, right, so we got that, no worries. And looking at the taxi in, it says vacate at Hotel 4 on the chart, on the ATIS, so Hotel 4 is going to be Hotel 3, Hotel 1. Hotel 4 is down here. So right there. So we're going to come in on runway 02, vacating at Hotel 4, and then we'll likely get a right turn onto Uniform, and then left turn onto Alpha, and then down to a stand down here, most likely, because this is where the heavy aircraft park. So that's where we'll need to park. So it should be a pretty straightforward taxi in. We are going to use medium auto brake just to make sure that we make Hotel 4 there, because you know what I'm like, I'll probably float the landing. So we'll select medium auto brake. That is selected, and the VNAV does seem to be making a little bit of a pig's ear of what I've asked it to do here, to be honest with you. We're below profile and we are below speed for whatever reason. Oh, it's trying to catch the profile. That's what it's doing. But nevertheless, that's not a big deal. Not a big deal. I can't believe it, chat. I briefed the arrival all wrong. I briefed it from this side. It should be from it should be from this side. That's where we're coming in from. Things are quite similar though, so I'm not going to go through it again. But as you can see, most of the restrictions are quite similar. So yeah, no worries there. Let's just make sure everything is actually properly in the MCDU here. Unport as speed 250 and flight level 190 or below, which is in there. So we are actually through that now. Let's go back to Econ. And that should target 250 knots now. It is fantastic. So that's good. Papa Tango 418, we need to be above 4,000, which is in there. Speed limit, there we go. 220 knots at ECMAR. Papa Tango 420, 220 knots, that's all in there. 420, 220 knots, 421, 200 knots, that's in there. And then PESEX is 180 knots. That's all in there. Great stuff. So that is all in and looking good. No issues there. And then we've got PESEX, runway 02. Lovely. Okie dokes. So that's all looking fine. Right, let's just do a quick shout out on V-Pilots. Lisbon traffic passing flight level 152 for flight level 4000 runway 02. I should have put unport 9 alpha as well. Okay, cool. So something to bear in mind with this aircraft is that the engine spool up time is quite slow. So one thing we're going to have to keep a close eye on here is the speed on the approach. Something that catches me out when I fly this plane most times. Let's see how we get on. Right, just double check that the data is set here. Everything is looking good. VAP is 137. We'll clear ourselves down to 4,000 feet. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and set the local altimeter. It's 2030 Zulu, so that's nice and up to date. Altimeter is 1012. Right, we'll do the approach checklist. So approach checklist signs are set. We'll do that now. We'll set the lights as well. Lovely. Okay, so signs are set. Briefing is confirmed. ECAM status is checked. Altimeters are set. Both sides. 1, 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. Minimums are set. 100 radio altimeter is set on both sides. Set and set. Lovely. And then ignition is off, and landing elevation is also set to 350 feet, or 350 feet. Lovely. Okie dokes. And we'll just go ahead and just check the pressurization as well while we're at it. Differential's decreasing, vertical speed's decreasing, and the altitude is decreasing. That's all looking good. Fantastic. Here we go, chats. Alright, let's get the ILS indications on. We are a bit above profile now. We're slowing down to 220 knots. That's all looking good. We're at 11,000 feet here. We seem very high, so I'm going to use a bit of speed brake here. My experience, this tends to be quite a slippy aircraft as well to slow down, so this could be a bit of a difficult approach here. Tell you what I'm going to do as well, chat, just so we have a bit more control. I'm going to go a level change. Speed 220. And we do need to be at 200 knots coming through this fix here, so we'll come down to 200. And we'll set flaps to 15.0. Speed is checked, flaps set. As we're coming down quite close to this, I should have really set the flaps a little bit earlier. It slowed down a lot quicker than I thought it was going to do there. But nevertheless, flaps are coming out now, so everything is looking good. Or the slats rather, 15.0 is just slats. Right, let's get Vorlock. So lock star, auto thrust blue. Keep the speed brakes out. I want to keep up this rate of descent here because, again, I do feel like we're quite high. 9,000 feet. We need to be at 4,000 feet at PESEX. So that's going to give us not far to go, only 5 miles. So I'm just going to leave flaps 15.0 for now. I'll leave the speed brakes fully out. Fully extended here. And let's turn down the music. I'm going to start a replay. PESEX is 180 knots as well. Thank you very much. Right. Let's drop the gear just to give us a bit more drag for the descent. And we're going to go to flaps 15.15. So speed is checked. That should increase the rate of descent combined with the speed brakes there. Yeah, we're really struggling here. We're really struggling, but I'm going to keep this up. We might just have to intercept the localizer from the glide slope from above. Visibility is looking not too bad actually, but still quite poor. The PESEX we're passing through now. We should have been already getting a bit of rumble going there. Right, glide slope's coming up now. Let's bring the speed brakes in, and we're going to arm them. Let's go to flaps 20. Oh, we need to slow down a bit for that. So let's go speed 180. We'll go land, glide slope star, cat 2. Get yeah, we'll get AP1 on as well. Right, lovely. We're doing good now. So, right, let's go to flaps 2020. And we'll go ahead and set the VAP, which is 137. Eight miles to go. Nice long final here, so that's saved us a little bit there. We've got an aircraft in front of us. Lisbon traffic at... I can hear myself. What the hell? Traffic, Air Portugal 1684, established ILS runway 02, 7 miles. Lisbon traffic. The hell? It's so weird what is going on there. Right, let's go to flaps full. Speed is checked, flaps set to full. Gear is down, 3 greens. Landing checklist. Landing gear is down, auto brake is set to medium, anti-skid is checked. Normal and on. Slats and flaps 40, spoilers are armed, landing checklist is complete. Oh, spoilers aren't armed. Why is that? There we go, spoilers are armed now. Lovely, right, FPS is dipping a bit now that we are getting into the city, but we're looking good, we're fully configured. There's the bridge. Don't know the name of it. Someone can tell me in chat probably, but that is an epic view, isn't it? Right, lovely stuff. We managed to just about wrangle that there, intercepting the glide slope from above. Need to keep my eye on the profile descent a little bit more in this aircraft. This seems to be not super accurate. Go around altitude 7,000 feet is set. I don't have the autopilot disconnect button bound on this joystick, so I'm just going to have to click this button. We're doing good, we're on speed, we're on the glide slope and localizer, we're looking good. Cannot see the runway currently. We're at 900 feet above ground level. Feet per minute, Martin. Amazing stuff. Hey, so welcome, dude. Hope you're doing well. Tune in at the right time here, haven't you? Still no visibility from the runway 500 feet above ground level. Please don't make me do a go around. Ah, there we go. There's the airport. There's the runway lights. Love to see it. Right. Disconnect. Lots of thrusters disconnected as well.
200. Sync rate. 100.
Still on profile, I'm not sure why we've got 4
30. 30. 20. 10. 5.
A little bit off centre line there, but not too bad. Spoilers, decel, reverse green. Lovely, 60 knots. Not bad. We lost some altitude there right at the end, which is a little bit confusing for me actually. Right, we need Hotel 4. Where are we? Hotel 4, next left, next right. Okie dokes. Not bad. Landing rate predictions in the chat, please. If you would like to make a guess. I'm not sure, my auto thrust didn't seem to disconnect there for whatever reason, so that's what kind of threw me. Right, 121750 for the ground. Right, okay, let's get the APU master on. APU start, we'll get the strobes off. Landing lights off, nose lights taxi. Got a bing there. Brakes high temperature. We'll get the brake fans on. And we'll clear the master caution. Now we'll turn the transponder to transponder and we'll get the weather radar off as well. Disarm the spoilers. Oopsie daisies. Disarm the spoilers, we'll bring up the flaps as well. Come off the taxiway a bit here. Lisbon ground, very good evening. Air Portugal 1684 vacated at Hotel 4. Request taxi to stand.
Air Portugal 1684, welcome to Lisbon. Taxi via Uniform Tango Mike Alpha stand 107.
Taxi Uniform Tango Alpha, sorry, Uniform Tango Mike Alpha stand 127, Air Portugal 1684.
Air Portugal 1684, negative stand 107.
Stand 107, Air Portugal 1684, thank you. So Uniform Tango Mike and Alpha, stand 107, so Right at the far side of the airport. Okay, so
Good evening, rated readability 5.
after landing checklist, lights and flaps retracted, transponder is transponder, weather radar is off, spoilers are disarmed, APU is started after landing checklist complete. Right, so for this taxi chat we're going left here onto Alpha, sorry, we're going second left onto Tango, all the way down to the end to Mike 1, and then a left, and then a right onto Alpha stand 107. Look at this visibility though, this is amazing, it's so cool.
Airport 117 with back right, brake, air mount 74905, taxi to the Cat 3 holding point at the Mike Cat 3 holding point runway.
But it seemed like the ILS worked okay there.
The Cat 3 holding point, air mount 7945.
Parking 107 is not here, that's rather bizarre. Too small, and then a less, that's fine. We'll request to follow me, why not? Low vis. Don't know if they have follow me's at Lisboa, to be honest, but we shall see.
Airmount 74905 traffic information, Speedbird. You have the Speedbird on final.
Right, not a bad landing chat, I don't think. What's the landing rate predictions in the chat? 177 says Mark, Alpha says 120. Sash is asking it. Come on dude, turn around, quick time.
74905,
Where's he gone? Oh, he's underneath us. I think they fixed it where the guy runs away. I think he should try and catch us up.
74905 holding point Mike, Cat 3 holding point Mike,
We're on a 4.8 mile final course, either 650.
Dasher, I'm not sure we'll be able to see you with the visibility. Yeah, that's a good point, Alfie. Right, let's see if this guy catches us up. Oh, he's going underneath. Oh, what is he doing, man? We probably should have stopped to let him catch us up before, but never mind, we're nearly there now. Can we see the runway from here? Just about. Might be able to see Sasha come in. Looking for Mike 1 on the left here, this is Yankee. Next left is Mike 1. Ace says, just back from base jumping, could have done with an ILS approach. Christ, yeah, it was, yeah, I bet that was scary, dude. It's been super foggy for the last few days, hasn't it? It's been absolutely mad. Right, Mike 1 is here. Our stand should be one of these. So that's 114. We should be down here somewhere, I think. I guess our follow me guys giving up on us. It's 108. So I guess ours is 107 just there. Yeah, lovely stuff. Okay, we'll get the runway turn off lights off and the nose lights turn to off as well. Making that turn a bit wider, let's just slow down and ease ourselves in here. We've got VDGS, love to see it. I don't know how much of a help it's going to be here. don't think we're straight, but we're on the centre line, the nose wheel is at least. Stop. Parking brake is set. APU is available, we'll get the APU bleed on. Then both the engines off. Beacon light off. Fuel pumps off. We'll leave one on for the APU. I think that's the right one, if I remember correctly. Window heat can come off, and the probe heats.
62, pressing taxi and at Hotel 4.
Right.
Bird 632, weapon fluid Volvo, visibility.
Seatbelt signs. Seatbelt signs off.
Uniform Tango, Mike, Alpha 210.
Requested deboarding. Lovely. Right. Parking checklist. APU bleed is on. Engines are off. Differential pressure is 0. Lights and signs as required. Fuel pumps are off. Window and probe heat is off. Parking brake and chocks are set. We can get the chocks in the GT. Lovely stuff. All right. See how we did with the parking. Ah, not too bad actually. Not too bad at all. Right. Okay, chat. I'll be 1 second whilst the passengers are deboarding. And then we'll have a look at the landing rates. Alright, Tiago's got 4 minutes to land, very good. I hope your landing goes well, dudes. Very nice. Right. Okie dokes then. That wasn't too bad, I don't think, chat. I've definitely done worse. Let's have a look then at the landing report, shall we, on SimToolkitPro. So, final chance to get a guess in. Right, so landing rate was, oh, it's not showing now in the logbook. Oh, I haven't ended the flight yet. Right, landing rate is minus 151 feet per minute, so the winner is, or the closest guess should I say, is going to be Mark Burgess. Congratulations, Mark. Minus 177. Very good. Nicely done. Nicely done. Not quite as good as Martin's, but yeah, not too bad at all, I don't think. 1.04G at 135 knots, so possibly a little bit fast, but nevertheless. Landing we got right on the touchdown markers, on the aiming point, and right of centre line by 13 feet. So not too shabby overall, actually. I think that was pretty successful, actually. We were a bit low though, coming over the threshold. I think we hit 50 feet somewhere around here rather than right here. I'm not sure what happened. Whilst I was trying to work out whether the auto thrust was disconnected or not, and whether my keybind was working, I wasn't paying enough attention, and we ended up dropping a few feet a bit faster than what maybe we should have done. But nevertheless, still pretty good landing. I think I'm fairly happy with that, to be honest. I think that's not bad. Nicely done though, Mark.
Ready for taxi. 0 127.
Oh, YouTube's crashing.
27, taxi via Lima, Mike.
YouTube's crashing for you as well, Sean. That is so strange. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on there, guys.
Taxi to holding point Mike 5, runway 03 via Lima, Mike.
Generic Pilot said YouTube was crashing for him as well, which is absolutely bizarre. I really don't. Really don't know what's going on there. Right then, chat. So let's have a look at the replay then, shall we?
Negative 02, Taxi Solar, sure.
Disconnect from VATSIM. But yes, Sean, I'm not sure if I answered your question actually. The ILS did work, yes. Worked fine, yeah. Yeah, so I'm not sure what problem that you're having there is. I'll have a think, see if I can come up with any bright ideas, but not 100% sure on that one, to be honest. Right, let's watch the replay then, shall we? Right, let's just close the doors there. Make sure the parking brake is set. Yes, it is. Lovely. We'll just wait for the engines to spool up, etc., and then we'll play the replay. Very strange with the crashing, guys. I really don't know what's causing that. This low vis, love it. Right, let's play the replay. I'm not sure if the gear and flaps are going to play back, but we shall certainly see. Let's just speed it up initially. Yeah, I don't think the flaps are playing back, are they? So I'll just set them to full. Right, here we go. Coming over the threshold, yeah, really quite low here, but touchdown. A little bit of a flare there. Not much of a float. Not a bad touchdown. Yeah, definitely a bit too low though, coming in over the threshold, but otherwise a good landing, I think. Very happy with that. You can see I banked slightly to the left there to try and get onto the centre line, but just wasn't enough. Not too bad though, I don't think. Pretty okay, I think. Pretty okay. Okay then, chat. So I think that is going to be all from me for today. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream today. 96, Sasha. Nicely done, dude. Nicely done. Very good, guys. Well, thank you very much for flying along, those who did. And thank you to everyone else for joining in the stream, joining in the chat. If you've not voted in the poll yet, check out the pinned comment in the chat and drop a vote on the poll. I'd really appreciate that. But thank you very much, guys, for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed. And take care. Have a good evening. Leave a like on your way out if you've liked the stream today. And once again, thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic evening.